How many of you saw this video?
I'm calling on all the independent lawyers in the whole Nigeria to stand for me, because I'm going to sue the military. I'm suing the army to court. I will sue army to the International Criminal Court. I will sue President Buhari to International Criminal Court. I'm making this official because I'm going to do it paperly. But if I do it paperly without doing official first, something may happen. They may try to silence me. Because why? They don't want me to come out with the truth. This country has suffered too much that we don't just have to keep quiet and watch anymore.
Note that on 22nd of June, Last Corporal Martins Idakpehin from the 8th Division Sokoto of Nigerian Army made an online video wherein he condemned the lackadaisical attitude of the security chiefs towards the incessant attacks and killings of innocent Nigerians by Boko Haram and other armed groups in the northern part of Nigeria.
So this guy who was in the Nigerian army decided to make a video about what was going on, and the Nigerian army did not like it. So they arrested him for more than 3 years alongside his beautiful wife. Today he's here on the Okigwe-Dogs experience to share his story to the world. This is his story.
I was among the soldiers that were supposed to go after this, the first batch. The first batch that went, all of them died. No one come back alive. The captain requested for adequate weapon and it was ignored. Some of them were left to rot in the air. You will see dog feeding on their flesh. If you see dog in Maiduguri, you will see how fat, how well fed they are. Very more bloody because they have ate most of my colleagues' flesh. We suffer alive, we see suffer even after our death. Will you say because it is actionable for a man to sleep with my daughter, to rape my daughter, then I should allow the man to rape my daughter, so that after you have raped my daughter, then I will take the man to court when I have the opportunity to defend my daughter. You need to see even my fellow soldiers when I was arrested, lectured and handcuffed. Some of them were even throwing spit at me. But what they failed to understand, that I was divinely involved. I was spiritually involved in this. This were not ordinary. I used to see my dead colleagues crying to me, sending me messages before I even did this video.
First of all, sir, what even inspired you to make that video?
What inspired me was the experience I had in the military. One of the experiences I can never forget is one of the deadliest attacks at Maiduguri during Nigerian Army versus the Boko Haram. That is the Metele attack. That attack could have been avoidable or averted because one of the commanding officer at that Metele, late Captain Sakaba, made request for adequate weapon, but he was ignored. So that attack, though I was not directly deployed to Metele, I was deployed at, there is a RODF. There's a code operation called RODF, Rapid Deployable Force, at the Maiduguri main town. But we had most of the stories because there were intelligence reports from most of the intelligence units that the Boko Haram, they are coming to research most of the barrack, most of the strategic deployments. That was 2018 during the time of Bratai as the Chief of Army Staff and President Muhammadu Buhari. And I believe these were politically orchestrated. Now, what really made me what inspired me and I made a vow to do this video was, we were after the attack because more than 200 plus soldiers died in that operation, and they were even left to rot in the location. It was only even the captain, the late Captain Sakaba, with some other officers, that they brought helicopter to evacuate, but the other rank soldiers were left to rot on the ground. So even at we suffer alive, we still suffer even after our death. So it's very touching, it's very emotional.
When you say that these deaths would have been avoidable, what do you mean?
It would have been avoidable because most of the soldiers, when the late Captain Sakaba, that was 2018, I believe if the news will still be on the net now, most of the captain requested for adequate weapon and he was ignored. They were even forcing him, telling him the way and manner. He even applied for voluntary, that he wants to leave because he cannot endanger the lives of soldiers. Many soldiers also applied. I know of most of my colleagues, my boys, that applied for this voluntary. They were even arrested. They were detained for some week before Sahara Reporter, Premium Times, and some other news outlets raised the motion before they dropped all those charges, and those soldiers were pardoned. So coming to what really inspired me and made me to make a vow, because when the news was too much, there was a time they arrested one of the journalists on this Premium Times journalist. It's like he make capture or video of how soldiers were buried. That is given a mass burial with a excavator and other things. So the army arrested this journalist, and the thing caused outrage then. So maybe because of that, they gave us, because there is one order they used to give us, military order, the way and manner. They know the intensity of that location, that's Metele, but they will tell you the way and manner. So to go and evacuate the bodies of the dead soldiers. So I was among the soldiers that were supposed to go after this the first batch. The first batch that went, all of them died. No one come back alive. So they now appoint our own batch. That is the RODF and sector 2 at Maiduguri.
I'm curious what they sent you guys for. What's the operation about?
We should go and evacuate the dead bodies so that it will bury, due to maybe the outrageous news about the journalist that was arrested and some other issues.
First of all, how did that whole thing happen? The whole killings, everything. Was it an ambush by Boko Haram?
Yes, it was an ambush, because why I say it's very painful, because this will have been advertised, because they had this intelligence report. It should have been the advantage of we, the military. But it was ignored. That is where you will know that these are political, these are government sponsored. So the thing is that what really prompted me was, I was thinking, because we were about to go to that operation, before the officer that lead us, one Major Hamza, is either Hamza or Ahmed, I forgot his initial. So I believe he's very influential and connected, and he's a regular officer. We have regular and non-regular officers, commissioners, short service. We have different. So I don't know the communication the officer made. So they change us. They change our group. They say we should go to another deployment, and they appoint another group to go for the operation. Behold, every one of them that went for that operation also, none of them come back alive. That was when I say, so does that mean that this is how we'll have died a foolish death? Things are happening, we'll just be keeping quiet and say, hey, that is how we meet it, we should let it go, we should let it slide, and the thing is getting out of hand. So that is why I just have to sit down to think of what to do to save us totally from this kind of issue, because I'm a soldier. We are aware of the danger. We have already sacrificed our life. In the military code of a scale of preference, we have what they call price and odd. One life to save millions. We have to sacrifice our life to save millions. This is our code. We are aware of it. That is why we took a vow to defend the nation, to defend the constitution. We are not defending the president or the individual elites. We are defending the constitution that guides us, because that constitution is the interest of the general public. So that is the main target. As a sniper, you will not go and shoot at a wrong target. You will be detected so quickly. So that is why you must always focus on the main targets. So I was making that deliberation. Behold, another incident came up again. That was my second one that made me say, nothing will stop me from this. During the Buhari election, I think it was that 2018, then Boko Haram launched our barrack, that is our garrison headquarters at Maiduguri, 7 Div garrison. they launched the barrack. Guess what? The soldiers that were affected of this very issue, our authorities, our superiors, they are not even after the soldiers. Do you know what they are after? It is the fragments that was on the wall and the remnant of this bomb that they are after. That very minute, dead bodies are on the ground, wounded soldiers are on the ground. What they are after, they call we have every call. The bricklayers, they are called the engineers. Before they invited the engineers to plaster the wall, to paint it, to fill it so that media will not come and capture this very attack. One thing you need to understand about missile, all this missile to launch missile and all these things, if you don't have the coordinates of that location, you cannot get any target. So that's to tell you that there is an intruder. Their officers, what do you expect when you give a repented Boko Haram? You say they should go back to the society. Then one careless general, Brigadier General Be4 said that a repented Boko Haram that have dropped all his evil acts, that have been given opportunity to come back to the society, can become the president of this country. And he was not arrested even till now. So, they paint the walls, remove all the fragments. The soldiers were still on the ground. While it was we that have to, some of us, we wanted to even fight some of the officers before they now called they should bring a counter, not ambulance or anything. Counter, if you know what I mean by counter, this is what we used to carry all these firewood, food stuff, all other things. That is where they keep all these soldiers, wounded and dead, to the hospital. All the soldiers that went to that hospital, no officers followed them. Even that was why even one lieutenant colonel in that hospital was asking, where are officers? Because any operation we are going, we must have a leader, an officer that will lead us. No officer. It was one master warrant officer. They should go and verify. I don't say things that I don't know. This one is I was at RODF, Meduguri. That time our GOC is this Boko Haram now called this Brigadier General Be4 was the GOC then, 7th GOC. So after that day, because it took them at least the next day, but only two officers that went to visit those soldiers. Then one captain stayed with the soldiers before the next day, before the garrison commander and some other officers went to visit those soldiers. Most of those soldiers, they were the ones using their money. Even some of us were the ones that contributed money. If I'm lying, God is my weakness, because I don't talk because to please anybody. I talk because of my conscience and my God, and that is why I'm still alive today, because I was poisoned when I was even arrested, when I made the video. So I'm coming to that. So this was what really prompted my action and say, okay, I need to do something. So, but I cannot just come out to just be doing something. As a soldier, you need to calculate. You need to gather evidence. You need to gather information and know how to strike. Because there are so many soldiers that if they would say nothing like social media policy. During that period, that 2018, that was when they constituted our defense social media policy by Brigadier that is General Olusegun Gabriel, the then chief of defense staff. Because why? The worst disgrace, the greatest disgrace of a soldier is when a soldier dies in the front line and is being buried in that front line. It is a disgrace, it's a curse. That shows that the nation do not value you. So you can see, because of their evil acts, because they don't want the general public to be aware of their evil acts. Now, Buratai, that is why you see that I have problem with Buratai. Because Buratai was the one that stopped that our culture, that when the soldier dies, they should go and bury the soldier in his hometown or the National Cemetery at Abuja. He organized another constitution, another ethics that the soldier will be buried at the Meduguri. So that if it is 100, they want to do the mass burial, they will come, they will bury, they will even come at night. People will not detect. Even that Metele attack, it was excavators that they would dug on the ground to bury most of the soldiers that they were even able to evacuate. Some of them were left to rot in the air. You will see dog feeding on their flesh. If you see dog in Meduguri, you will see how fat, how well fed. They are very more bloody because they have ate most of my colleagues' flesh. So if anybody will tell me that I should not be traumatized or I should not be emotional, then that person doesn't have feelings for human being. So yes, I'm a human being. I must be emotional, but at least I have to know how to control my emotion. Because when I did that video, some people thought I did it out of maybe stupidity or out of maybe I don't know how to put it, maybe out of emotion and all that. So coming to when I did the video, I refused to even tell even my roommates. One last corporal, corporal Kevin Adusu, we are bandsmen. So I did not even tell anybody because I know soldiers cannot be trusted. So before I did the video, so after I did that video where I called all of them, castigate them, because I was thinking that if I should do this, at least something will change will happen. So, but to my greatest surprise, that is why you see I have to come here to tell Nigerians that I am highly disappointed. I am highly disappointed in all our commanders and also the Nigerians, and I have my reasons.
Tell us about it.
Okay. First of all, I put my life on the line for general public, for the nation. I was aware, even in the video, I still let them know that my life is at stake. But I'm not doing it only for this present generation, but even for the future generations. It was Ole Showore and the rest of them, Barrister Austin Okeke, Barrister Malcolm, late Barrister Adeshuna, Ogulano, were they the only lawyers present or the only people present during that time? But these were the only people. I thought I was even expecting millions of people to even verge, to even protest, to make sure even when I was arrested, they would call me out and give me attention to say, okay, what is the way forward? But people were political about it. Some were tribal about it. You need to see even my fellow soldiers, when I was arrested, election and handcuffs, some of them were even throwing spit at me. Because I'm not a Muslim. Because even as a Christian, I'm preaching according to what the Bible said. So that thing, after even when I was released, I have to drop this Christian religion and I adopt to my own tradition. Because when I read the Bible, because before I don't even have time to read the Bible. But that 3 years in that detention, at least it favored me a lot. Even though I suffered the trauma and everything, I was poisoned. I suffered 1 month and 2 weeks plus. I have witnesses. There's still one soldier there now. Last Corporal Solomon Gideon is still there. Last Corporal Abu Ali, he has been transferred to the correctional center now at Sokoto. Is my witness. I suffered. I coughed. You need to see thick blood that I was coughing. They refused to take me to the hospital.
Wow.
They say I will die there. Shebi, I don't want to hear. Was even some of my fellow soldiers, other rank soldiers, that were Muslims. Some are maybe because Buhari is their brother or Buhari is this. So people are just too tribal, political, too religiously sentimental in anything they are doing. I will not lie to you. I was highly disappointed. But I have to keep myself because I have my self-esteem. Because one, I'm not doing it for validation or maybe for fame or for anything. I'm doing it for humanity's sake. I know that there are still people that still believe in me. So even that is why all till now, I'm still grateful to the Sahara Reporter. I'm still grateful to Mr. Omoyere Showore. Because because one thing you need to know about me, I don't know how to do politics, and you should know I'm a soldier. I'm not here to do politics or to do anything, but one thing, Nigerians, to be frank with you, I stand for the truth. Nigerians, we are so ungrateful. We are too tribalist, we are too sentimental in so many things. Because by now, Showore, you should calculate since from his youth age, since from his secondary school. I'm not saying this because he employed a lawyer for me. They should go and verify. Me and Showore, we even have issues. It's very recently that we reconcile. Because he was the one that employed Barrister Tokpe for me. And he wanted me to bow to follow according to Barrister Tokpe. But I sacked Tokpe because Tokpe was compromised. I employ another lawyer, one barrister, Julius Agbeshin. Julius Agbeshin compromised to the extent in court, openly in court. I was charged with 40 count charges. Barrister Julius Agbeshin that took over my case openly in court said he's not conversant with military laws because the prosecutor was angry that why he should trash my petition that I wrote. Petition that I wrote, I give to Tokwe. Tokwe refused to submit the petition. Barrister Julius refused to submit the petition because the petition will indict the prosecutor, it will indict most of all the officers, even the court president, because they are complicit enough that the court martial is now a business in the military. Every court martial sitting, they will pay up to like 6 to 7 million naira for each court martial sitting, for our feeding, for our transportation to transport all the inmates, all the court martial members. All the court martial members, some of them are entitled to like 200,000, 300,000 naira for each court martial sitting, but they will not even give all the other rank soldiers. The officers will be the ones to share it by themselves. These are petitions that they tore all the petitions in the prison, in the guard room. Tokwe was the one that told the army prosecutor then, Major A. Goni. Tokwe, one, due to security reasons, I will not even care. I will not maybe dispute of that fact that the army were the one that lodged hotel for Tokwe. Army were the one. The prosecutor was the one bringing Tokwe to the court martial with his car. So people need to understand. I explained all these things to Mr. Showore. Showore wants me to still follow what Tokwe is doing. I should just play along. Say then after the case they can appeal. Then I asked Showore a question. I said, will you say because it is actionable for a man to sleep with my daughter, to rape my daughter, then I should allow the man to rape my daughter, so that after he have raped my daughter, then I will take the man to court when I have the opportunity to fight to defend my daughter? But Showore, on the other hand, he wants me to be freed. He cares about my health. He cares about my own. But me, I'm a soldier. He's a civilian. He will not understand. I was prepared for this. So I have no option than to tell him that, sir, see, if you don't understand me, then you need to just leave me for now. That was how I just cut the call. He was hungry and everything. So I stayed my ground. So when I was even released, I tried everything possible. But I apologized and we are together. We have reconciled. So I just want to let you know the kind of person I am. I don't have permanent friend. I don't have permanent enemy. Even you as we are now, if you do something wrong, I'll tell you. And if you don't take the address, if you don't take my corrections, then I know that we cannot be in the same boat, because I'm prone to corrections. If I fail, if anybody that is afraid to fail, then it's not a human being, because we are of mortal body. We must fail. We were born into this world as foolish. We were born into this world as a child. We were grown up, mentored by our parents. So if you want to be proud through your parents, not through your own self. That is foolishness.
You mentioned to me that your wife was arrested as well.
Yes, sir.
Why was she arrested?
She was arrested because I refused to comply. I refused to be compromised. So because, first of all, they thought my actions were political. They thought I was paid by the opposition, PDP. To
make that video?
Yes. Thief now they always suspect thief. Winch, they suspect winch.
So even after all the torture that they gave to you, you still insisted that you made that video because of your own personal experience.
Yes. You
wanted to create change, but they didn't believe that.
They knew, but they thought I was ordinary. They thought they are fighting me, but they don't know they are fighting our ancestors.
So they went to pick up your wife. When they picked her up, can you tell the viewers what happened?
Why they picked my wife was, first of all, they thought PDP paid me. So they went to my account. Before they want to go to my account, I don't know, maybe they called to confirm. Maybe they did not see anything in my account. So they were making the arrangement.
Your bank account?
Yes, they were making the arrangement for me to go to the account. At that time, they have already arrested my wife for like 4 good days. And I was so very cooperating with them. Even in the court, the army has even attested to it that all the interrogation, I was so compliant to the extent that they are so amazed. But to my greatest surprise, because why I complied is that I told them when they wanted to even want me to de-encrypt my phone, I told them, Oga, I am entitled to legal representation, legal representative. I have my lawyer needs to be here before I open my phone because of security consciousness. so that soldiers will not be fall victims. Because I know soldiers are communicating with me. Soldiers, maybe most of the videos I posted, I post to soldiers, some group also. So those soldiers will not be arrested. I know the military. But they promised me, they vow one useless, I'm sorry to use the word, but I'm just locked. I just want to be free. I'm a free man. This man, is a lieutenant colonel now. Umar is now the acting legal service commander at Sokoto now. He refused. He promised me that I should not worry. That I said I want to speak with my wife. I want to speak with my lawyer. They promised me that I'm going to speak with my wife and my lawyer, but I should cooperate with them. So I gave them my phone. I don't have anything to hide.
So you gave them your phone and password?
I de-encrypt it. I removed it from password, my Facebook, my WhatsApp, everything. They went through it. Now, I just want to let you know, in this their interrogation, there is what you call extraction. They have one gadget. They call it extraction. Once they insert it on your phone, any message you delete for like 1 year, they will retrace all back.
Wow.
So they recheck everything. They did not see anything to connect me with any politicians. That was when they understand truly that I was truly patriotic and I was truly serious. But what they failed to understand, that I was divinely involved. I was spiritually involved in this. These were not ordinary. I used to see my dead colleagues crying to me, sending me messages before I even did this video, that I should help them, that they are going to fight, they are going to defend me. I used to see even some of my late ancestors, my uncles, my brothers, my loved ones. I used to see them in the dream. There was a time I even fell into a trance. It's not a dream. I've experienced trance like 3 to 4 times in my life. My second trance was before I made this video. I just did small little vegetation because I love gardening. All this. So after my little walk, I just sat on my bed. Before I know, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like you are sleeping, but all of a sudden you just see yourself somewhere. So I met a man. The man asked me, I was on my full uniform dress, and the man asked me, how do you feel? I said, nothing. He said, how do you feel putting on this uniform? And yet people are crying, you cannot defend them. Are you aware they are the one paying you salaries? I felt the ground to open. I felt I was in big problem. But I summoned the courage. I said, but I'm just a last corporal. I wish I'm a general. Then that man said, okay, go and look at the vow you took, and you know your potentials. That was when I came out of that trance. Then I took my time again. I went to the vow we took. I don't know if I have the time. Let me just give you a little clue about the vow. One, he said, my honor is my faith. I vow my faith in Nigeria. The supremacy, take note of that. The supremacy of the Constitution, our heritage and liberty. To defend Nigeria, take note of that again, everywhere, whether social media, anywhere. To defend Nigeria everywhere, our territory, wealth, and people. Whenever the clarions call, whatever the price or odd, take note of that. That is the scale of preference of any oppression. Whatever the price or odd, my faith is one and ever. Not to Nigerian army, not to Buratai, not to Tinubu, not to Buhari, not to my mother or my father, but to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So tell me, where is my offense? I was maliciously charged with 14 count charges. Okay, because I sacked Barrister Tokbe, because I sacked Barrister Julius Agbeshin, I was forcefully, because I declared openly in court when Barrister Julius said he's not conversant with military law. I said, my lord, what am I doing? I will defend myself because I'm entitled to self-defense. And they say, okay, are you sure of this? Yes, and I quote the law. The 1999 Constitution, that was section 36, subsection, that's 6, subsection 6 of the 1999 Constitution, give me the right to self-defense or any lawyer of my choice. And they say, okay, I should put it in writing. I put it in writing. After that day, they took me out of the court. They brought another day again. They brought me that the army have provided lawyer for me. I said, I'm not interested in army lawyer. I want to defend myself. Anyhow, I defend myself. If people want to kill me, if you want to go and chop me, people should go and chop me. But I want to let you know that I'm a soldier. I am destined to fight my battle. Most of them will not understand that I'm divinely created. I'm a reincarnation of my ancestor. He was a soldier that was murdered in the military. And he told them that he's coming back. He was not even buried. So when they gave birth to me, I felt seriously sick. That they need to consult the oracle to know what is really this kind of sickness, because I've never seen such kind of sickness. But nobody can sleep in my family. Before they now understand, okay, this is what happened. They now discover that my uncle that died was the one that came back, and did not do his burial then. So they need to honor his burial. So before they need to bury me, do the burial, I will not be in the community. I and my mother went to the bush for 24 hours. Mosquito and everything before we came back after the burial. So if anybody is telling me that I don't care about my life, it's not that I don't care about my life, but I know anything I'm doing, I'm concerned with my ancestors, with spiritualities, because they sees everything, they knows everything.
Wow, a lot is going on in this Nigerian military. We keep seeing videos on TikTok every day from different soldiers coming out to express their disappointment in the government, their disappointment in the authority of the Nigerian military. It's really sad. And then listening to this man's story, one can have an idea of what soldiers go through every day. But unfortunately, not everyone is confident to speak about it. You were arrested for 3 years and 6 months. Your wife was arrested for 4 days. How did you escape this experience, and how has life been for you ever since? Are you still serving in the military?
First of all, the most important thing in life is self-esteem. You need to identify what is self-esteem and what is ego. When you are you are very egotistical, it's dangerous. But when you have your self-esteem, that is perfect. So first of all, I'm aware that I'm divinely created. I was not born like every other people. I was born different from others. I was born inside the bathroom toilet. And I'm the first pride of my mother.
Wow.
My mother gave birth to 3 girls before they gave birth to me. And then my father was the only son in our family, as in my direct grandmother's child. They gave birth to about 7 sons, 6 sons. All died, only my father survived. That is why my father's name is Uku, that is death. In Lingala, the complete word is Mayone Ukuno, you don't laugh death. So that is the name of my father. So you need to know how desperate they are for a male child. So my mother suffered a lot. Till my mother cried that maybe God answered her prayer and brought me to her. So I was born in the toilet, not in other places that people were born comfortably. And I was born with a thread. In our family, my brother is here, Mr. Ruben is here, Napoleon. You will understand what they call a thread. When they give birth to a child, they call them Egbunu. Those are divinely child. They are gifted, they are choosing to worship their ancestors. But because my parents, they were religiously people, my mother is a staunch Roman Catholic woman. So they refused to tell me all the secrets so that I will not be worshiping my ancestors. So now I will not take over from my ancestors to worship their tradition.
I want to ask you something. When I saw this appearance, I was thinking this represents activism.
This is spiritual.
Jesus Christ.
These are messages.
You have this is a snail shell.
Yes.
What does this represent?
This snail shell means that I don't have a house. Every house in this world is my house.
Is your own.
Yes.
What about this cowries?
The cowries means wealth.
Wealth.
The wealth belongs to me, but it will take time before I will get there. That's
what about this red?
This red means leadership.
Leadership.
The leadership, I will rule this country when the time comes.
What about it? Is it a bird feather or fowl feather?
This is a fowl feather.
What does it mean?
The one is bird feather. It means I'll fly now. I'm always flying. So they cannot get to me. Now I want you to understand that. Go and check in the history. I've never rented a house in my life. I've only lodged hotel. But I never rented a house. This is my brother, Mr. Ruben Napoleon. Even when I called him that he should look for a house for me, but I want to rent. Because I don't want to inconvenience anybody due to the intensity of my mission. I don't want to put people into problem. It was the one that told me that I should not worry now. I should come. since it's for my case that I'm coming, what am I going to? From my childhood till now, if I want to rent a house, if I tell somebody that, please, I want to rent a house, or if I go to go and rent a house, there was a time even the landlord told me that, I know you now, you don't get problem. Why you want rent house? Follow this, my brother stay at Sapele then, at Ghana Junction. My people, my brothers, they will tell you of all this. So I'm not.
So the universe provides free accommodation for you.
For me, at any time, anything, even money. I don't know how to save money. It's here, will bear you witness. I don't know how to save money because me, anytime I save money, anytime I keep money in my account, somebody will call me. Hey, I have problem. Hey, look at this and that. I'll just reason. I'll say, okay, I don't have. I want to use this money for something. Give me like 2 days. I cannot sleep. My mom will be tormenting me. I'm keeping this money in the account. Okay, I want to use it for something. This person, what if he died? Or what if he need this money? I can still borrow the person. I will call again. I'll say, okay, see, send me your account. This money, now I will borrow you. Sometimes if they will not pay me, sometimes I even used to borrow some of them. They will say, no worry, I should not pay. So people look at me, even me, my own self. Sometimes I used to be angry. I'll say, why is it that I cannot save money? It doesn't mean that, but it's natural. It's my gift. So that is why I now save, because I'm highly disappointed in Nigerians. Not all, but mostly in general, because we don't take things serious. Go and check the social media today. Compare Bobrisky's followers and VDM's followers. VDM have 2.2 million followers. Bobrisky have like 3 million plus followers. That is to tell you the level of how disappointed I am with Nigerians. So now, I don't want to suffer myself. All those time I've already suffered a lot. Now before I was even arrested, this recent one, one soldier, and I will come to that. So I've already opened my foundation. It is called General Edakmini Ojo Ofo Foundation. So this foundation is mainly for soldiers. We have so many foundations. They help civilians. Nobody is pointing at soldiers. I want to be renovating barracks since our generals refused. That's why I put that rank, general. Some people say that I'm impersonating, but when I was arrested, they still confronted me that I'm impersonating. I told them that I'm a soldier. I have right to impersonate for the good of the nation. The Constitution permits.
Oh, were you calling yourself a general?
Yes, for this foundation, not because I'm a corporal.
Wait, they say we're impersonating. Impersonating what?
That is, I'm not supposed to say I'm a general for that foundation that I opened.
Oh, okay.
Why would I say general?
But are you still serving in the military?
Let me first. Do I have time to explain that?
You can explain it briefly now.
Okay.
Briefly, please.
Now, according to our Nigerian Army administrative policy and plan, by the chapter 27, subsection 5 and 6. We have what they call compulsory discharge, that is subsection 5. Then we have disciplinary discharge, that is subsection 6. I don't know if you get my point now.
Yes.
So now the Nigerian Army, according to the recommendation, they have not even retired me. They have not published my retirement. They have not terminated my appointment. That is why they are still paying me salary today. Can you imagine? Do you know that soldiers are angry that they are still paying me salaries today? Soldiers that I'm fighting for, they are angry that I'm still collecting salary, that I'm fighting the Nigerian Army. Then I ask them, if I am fighting the Nigerian Army on a just cause and I'm collecting salary, but Boko Haram that is raping your mother, killing your father, is still collecting palliative and salary, then what do you call that? That is to tell you how disappointed I am with our Nigerians. So that is why I tell you that I don't want to suffer myself again. I've created the foundation. If you want to help me fund the account, I will do my own work. And my main objective mainly are for soldiers, the widows of our soldiers, our soldiers that are detained unjustly. I'm going to confront these officers, these generals, legally, openly. That is why I'm using that rank, general. I want to let them know the importance of general. They have damaged the military to that extent. Our forefathers paid their life with blood and sweat to gain that glory. Go and ask about Ecomog. Go and ask about Sierra Leone. Go and how many can you count? But you will see one idiot because his father was a senator, this and that. He has the opportunity to become to go for NDA. I went to NDA 2010. They asked me where is my letter. I don't understand. I said, I don't know what you're talking about later. They said, okay, this one is not among. I swear to my living God. So you need to understand that all these things are political. That is why when somebody like me, when I was arrested, when I was arrested, this recent on the 12th of August, 2025. When I was arrested, it's because of X-Man, one last corporal Julius, popularly known as X-Man. So that guy has been saying so many secrets about the military, and they are so desperate enough to arrest the soldier. Okay, now they arrested me, believing that through me they can get to X-Man, because I was helping one civilian, a barrack girl called Miss Umaru Laraba. So they tracked the girl's phone because one of the Air Force officer, one master warrant officer, duped this girl of 3 million. He promised the girl to borrow her. Not only this girl, her sister 3.5 million. So this is not the first time the officer have been doing this since 2023. And they have been covering this other rank soldier, this warrant officer. They have been covering him. That's to say that he knows their secrets. They don't want to expose him. So when this girl reached out to me through X-Man, he reached out to me through X-Man, then X-Man recommended her to me. That this, because all of us, we have our role. This is not the first time we are having, I'm together with X-Man. I will not deny it. You understand? We are together on this mission. I'm not ashamed to take him as my buddy. If the Nigerian army can take Bello Tunji as their friend, that are making a peace talk meeting, so why wouldn't I accept my own colleague that I know? It's just maybe a little mistake. So this is how the country is.
It's really sad what you had to experience. So how is life for you at the moment?
Life.
And do you regret any of your actions?
Why I will say, I cannot say I will regret. I can never regret it. Just that I'm proud of it. The only thing is I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with Nigerians. That is just the truth. One, again, you need to understand again. And there are things that I don't want to say on the media platform because of my children. I love my children so much. I value them. I have 3 kids.
Oh, wow.
With my wife.
Wow.
But I'm sorry to tell you that my wife was compromised.
She left you?
She left me. It was intentional, just maybe to frustrate me. I don't know the agreement she had with Nigerian army. So she's a woman, arrested for 4 days. So I will not blame her of that. But why
it was after that experience she left?
After that experience, that was when she began to bring some certain things. He said I'm a womanizer. I was inside the detention. She said I used to carry women to the guard room. My father, that is my foster father, Master Warrant Officer Lawrence Ogu, is my witness. My father, Chief Idakmini Peter Uku, is my witness. He told my parents that I used to carry women to the guard room. I'm inside detention. You are talking about pleasure. People are coming to sympathize with me. People are coming to visit me. If I tell her to come and visit me sometimes, she will say she don't have chance, she don't have money. Do you know that I dropped my ATM with this woman? Because I don't want her to suffer, most especially because of my children. But she's not even used to even take good care of my children. It is even when my senior sister went to visit her, Mrs. Patient, she went to visit her. 3 good months. She stayed 3 good months with her. She saw most of these things. Things she was doing. You know, I'm a soldier. I don't used to be at home all the time to check my children. I don't joke with my families. I'm somebody that my wife knows exactly money that they are paying. That is why even most soldiers are angry with me. They say I'm a woman. I'm a woman foul. I don't want to call it being a woman rapper. Because why? I'm open to my wife. That is my life. If somebody that is my wife, she's supposed to be my sister, she's supposed to be my mother, she's supposed to be my friend and everything. Because it takes a lion heart to be a soldier's wife. Most soldiers don't understand all those things. All what they are after is maybe some soldiers, once they give them a little chance, just buy clothes to be, want to show that you have, as a soldier, who get that time. Even like this, my brother Nasan was even coming and he knows me. He knows that I don't know how to dress. He said, please wear something presentable. I say, bros, you're supposed to know I don't have time for those things. What is happening in the country is what is. You can see, I'm feeding well. My brother is taking very good care of me. Even sometimes.
Oh, the both of you live together.
Yes, he will tell me that I should not worry about the money I have to take care of other things.
Yeah.
That you understand what I'm doing. So even, do you know that the Nigerian army, they were mocking at me that I'm not living well, that what did I want, so that I should give them X-Man. They want me to, do you know how many times I was bribed? That 2020, when they arrested me, that was on the 18th of July, 2020. During then, their seats were shaking. They offered me a bribe of 5 billion. I refused. Yes, 5 billion naira. See, this is the
wait.
This is the
they offered you a bribe of 5 billion.
This is military tactics. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of truth. I will die for this truth. They brought this offer so that even if you say the truth, nobody will believe this. They brought this offer. They made this attempt for like 1 week plus.
5 million or 5 billion?
5 billion. They were threatening me. They brought all the receipt, everything. And they even said they are going to split it into like, it's not 10 accounts. They told me everything, that I will go with my family. When I refused, they even threatened that they are going to eliminate every of my family. I said, of what to use? My family should die for this. And so no problem. May God forgive me. But I'm proud to take the sacrifice. That was 2020. 2023, the same thing. I have the picture now where they naked me. They like chained me, handcuffed me. I have everything. For 22 days, I did not bath because I refused to collect 7 billion. First, they said 3 billion. They were not aware of the 5 billion naira they offered me. And then I told them that you people are diminishing my worth. The first time you people wanted to give me 5 billion. So why now you are saying 3 billion? You are reducing my worth. Then you people are not serious. So they confirmed. They called all the authorities and they confirmed that it was true. So they increased it to 7 billion naira. And I told them that if they can add this money to soldier salary, I'll be the happiest man, because that would be the name I'm looking for. Let's increase our salary, and I will do anything people want. And I believe that let these things end. So they say, truly, I'm a madman. So the election and handcuffed me for 22 good days. I had no bath. Nobody, I was isolated. I was only given food once in a day. Why Boko Haram at Kanji Dam, they are eating 3 times. Sometimes they are eating 4 times with chicken, bottled water. There was a time they even arrested some some bandits, as they call it, terrorists, that they brought to our Sokoto guard room. That was one of the most traumatized things of my life. I will not lie to you. I was so emotional that I wanted to break out from the detention.
What happened? They
were giving us food 2 times a day. No pure water, no water.
That's you soldiers.
We soldiers. We used to fetch water. The water that we used to bath is the one that we still manage and drink sometimes.
Wow.
Because sometimes we don't have money. You know, they collect our ATM, collect everything. We will have to call them before they buy anything for us. Guess what? These bandits, they are giving them 3 times square meal a day with pure water. They wanted to be giving them bottled water, but it made it to not cause problem for us. For them, they were giving them pure water. Bags of pure water. Some of them, they are the ones still giving us soldiers. Guess what? Do you know that some of these Muslims, they are making friends with them? See, anybody who is telling you that and the Muslims are not supporting all these terrorists, all these bandits and everything, tell that person that is a fool, is an hypocrite. That is why I don't believe in religion. I believe in tradition. Anything you want to tell me, if you hate me for that, no problem. There's what we call Aiki Allah. They are the Muslim people. They are paying tithes. They are paying sadaqah to this terrorism, to a sponsorship. I'm a soldier. I will die for this. They should call me and I will prove it. If or less, those evidence they are not ready to. The people, they are not ready to prove it. I saw these things with my eyes. So this thing that is going on is why you see that we are still where we are today. Is what? One, ignorance. The other one is negligence. And the other one is what? Fear. Nobody wants to die, yet we are still dying. I don't know if you have come across the sophisticated weapon and gun truck that they have bought now for bandits. They are even showcasing now. They don't want to take over the country. Are you aware that Fulanis have surrounded the entire Nigerian nation? That's why I tell you that I am feeding well, I'm eating well, but my mind is not settled. Do you know how painful it is that I gave my life for good 3 years? I almost lost my life. I was injected of poisonous chemicals so that I lost my memory because I sacked my lawyers to defend myself. 9 good months at Psychiatric Hospital 44 Kaduna. Ward 6. They should go and confirm. When I was released on the 28th of August 2023, I went to the village to greet my family. It was October something 25, something like that. That was when I started getting the reactions of all these drugs. If not that, the Igalas, we are blessed with natural herbs. Only God know what will have happened to me. They have to flush out all these drugs.
Was it the withdrawal symptom?
I don't know. It's like after they injected me first day. They forcefully injected me. When they were even injecting most of all these soldiers, and that psychiatric word itself, it's not that the soldiers are mentally disordered, it's hard drugs. So they will give them some injection to flush them. But when it reached to my own extent, my own part, when they want to induce the injection, they did not do it in my presence. They went inside the room to do it. And I said, I don't trust this. They said, who am I? Because I was still with election and alcohol. I was tortured, beaten. They injected me. After 3 days, that master warrant officer Ibrahim, the RSM of that ward 6, lost the only son he had. He died a painful death. They should go and ask. That was when they stopped giving me that injection. They were giving me those drugs to subside the infects or to delay the infect, I guess. They were giving me all this diazepam. They were giving me some all these sleeping pills, so that I should just be sleeping every time. There was a time that I was so addicted to it. If not, when I was rushed to my village after that, when the symptoms started reacting, before I was free. That was how. So you need to know what I've gone through.
You've been through a lot, though. You've been through a whole lot. So, how are your kids coping? I mean, you don't have your own home anymore. You live with a friend, your brother from the same community.
Let me shock you. Let me shock you with that. When I was in detention, there was a woman, Miss Elizabeth. I don't know her surname. She's a medical doctor at abroad, it's at UK or something like that. When she saw my video, she was so touched. She said, what even inspired her is when I said, I'm not doing this mostly for this. I'm doing this for my children and generation to come. So he contacted my wife and gave my wife money to go and buy land at Abuja to build a house, so that if they dismiss me, so that I will see where to stay.
Are you serious?
I don't want her to be saying all these things, but I just need to say all those parts. But there are some parts I cannot say on social media. So my wife, I used to burn money. To smuggle phone, because they don't want me to have phone. But I'm a soldier, I'm a trained soldier, I know how to smuggle things. So they'll seize my phone, I will see smuggle. Enter the guard room, because I want to be communicating with her. I want to be communicating with my children, because I'm so attached to my children. She knew everything about my children.
So did your wife build the house?
My wife went and built the house in their father's family land. She did not even tell me of any of this. This is my brother. They have a group, my local group chat, Ibaji Youth Foundation, IPYF, that they raised money for me to take care of my family. And my wife did not tell me. She ate that money. My course mates, they contributed hundreds of thousands. She did not tell me. It was one of my course mates that told me before I later find out of that. She was even angry that person is army, but she wanted to tell me. But the rest part, she refused. It was when I came out, I began to find out of some other things.
So she kept this money to herself?
She kept everything. She's now behaving, how do they call it, the victim part now. And that is women for you.
But are you guys divorced or what? You guys are just separated?
We just separate.
For how long now?
She's even claiming that I did not pay her bride price. But my father went to our traditional marriage. But she's denying that I did not pay her bride price.
For how long now have you guys been separated?
That was since February.
Oh, this year.
This year.
Okay. What about the children?
My children is still with her. I wanted
Okay.
to collect my children. She says she can take care of the children. She don't want anything. So
Okay, let her be with the children. Why you plan to bounce back,
that
right?
is it. That is what I'm trying to do.
So you don't have any business with the army, but you still receive salary.
I have case with the Nigerian army. My lawyer is still warming up on that. Barrister Malcolm Omirobo. He's one of the best legal counsel I've witnessed, and with Barrister Austin Okeke He's a South African-based lawyer.
Are these lawyers doing these things for you pro bono?
Free.
Free,
They
yeah.
are independent. They
bless
are still the ones telling me that do I have money? So I should not worry myself. So that they are doing it free for me.
Yeah, God bless them so much.
Amen. You say?
All right, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your story on the Okigwe experience.
Thank you, sir.
And viewers, thank you for watching this very episode. It's quite lengthy, or should I say it was quite lengthy. But I'm sure right now you have a perspective of some of the things that happens in the Nigerian military. This is just one episode. I've shared a couple of episodes in the past. You may have to go through this YouTube channel to discover the other episode you skipped. I feel like it is very important for stories like this to be shared. Number one, civilians need to understand what soldiers go through. It is also important to document the stories for the sake of history and for the sake of future. People would one day watch these videos to understand what life used to look like in Nigeria many years ago, and Okigwe experience is playing a very significant role in documenting and preserving the stories. Everybody cannot be celebrated nationally, right? But you see, this studio, we give spots where people that are considered ordinary can share inspiring stories that can raise awareness, stories that can inspire change. And that is exactly what we are doing. So please share this platform to people. Let people know about the Okigwe experience. Help us to grow. The audio version of this very interview, it's going to be uploaded on Spotify. So go to Spotify right now, subscribe, and you'll be able to listen to this episode. If you are interested to reach out to this man, we have the follow-up team. The follow-up team's video is going to come up at the end of this interview, so you can reach out and we'll be happy to connect you with him for those of you who might want to discuss with him or you want to support his foundation. Thank you very much for watching. I also want to tell you guys about something. I've created 2 new YouTube channels, and it's called the Udu Reports and the Okigwe Experiment. I want you to go check that out. So I'm going to be posting videos on that platform. It is very important to check it out because we are trying to grow, right? So please support us to grow. God bless you so much. And if there are questions that were missed during the course of this interview, indicate in the comment section. Maybe I can bring him back again to satisfy